Good day, I'm Yvette Denise Bernardo and I'm tackling today the objectives of our case study. Due to tax evasion and tax avoidance of Senator Manny Pacquiao, a large amount of government revenue are not collected. So, the main objective of our case study is to find out the reasons of tax evasion and tax avoidance and the preventive measure of it. First of all, to identify the reason why Senator Manny Pacquiao failed to pay his taxes, to investigate why Senator Manny Pacquiao didn't pay his taxes, to determine the effect of tax evasion and tax avoidance on the revenue generated in our country, to proper solution to the problems in tax evasion and tax avoidance. That's all.
An idea that we need to study research that are very important, like conducting a research on what will happen if the taxpayer didn't pay his or her tax obligation. We need to know that important of the tax when it will need to pay in our research, or rather in our case study. We will conduct a study to our Senator Manny Pacquiao that have a tax evasion case against BIR wherein Manny Pacquiao are committed on not paying their tax, with his supposed Junkie Pacquiao at around of 3.3 billion tax.
Here's the individual profile of Senator Manny Pacquiao. Emmanuel Tapidran Pacquiao, born December 17, 1978, is a Filipino professional boxer and politician currently serving as a senator of the Philippines since 2016. Pacquiao is regarded by many boxing historians as one of the greatest professional boxers of all time. He is the only 8-division world champion in the history of boxing, having won 12 major world titles as well as being the first boxer to win the lineal championship in 5 different weight classes, and holds the record of being the only 4-decade world champion in boxing history, having held world championships across 4 decades: 1990s, 2000, 2010, and 2020s. According to Forbes, he was the second highest paid athlete in the world as of 2015. Beyond boxing, Pacquiao has participated in basketball, business, TV hosting, acting, music recording, and politics. In May 2010, Pacquiao was elected to the House of Representatives in the 5th Congress of the Philippines, representing the province of Sarangani. He was re-elected in 2013 to the 16th Congress of the Philippines. In June 2016, Pacquiao was elected as a senator and will serve a 6-year term until 2022. At the year of 2018, BIR issued a tax evasion to Senator Manny Pacquiao and his wife Jinky for the years of 2008 and 2009, worth of 3.29 billion. Pacquiao showed a purported copy of his non-resident alien income tax return for the year 2008 and 2009, but the BIR had denied receiving any documents that would prove that Pacquiao paid his U.S. tax, which under tax treaty between the Philippines and the U.S. would cover Pacquiao's Philippines taxes for the same income. Pacquiao said he submitted those documents to BIR, but the BIR responds that Pacquiao only sent a mere letter from his promoter. They also freeze the account of the senator. Pacquiao's promoter Bob Arum declared that the boxer is religiously paid his taxes. He also noted that the income of Pacquiao in those 2 years was not large enough to lead to a tax liability of over 2 billion.
The Pacquiao couple went to the CTA on August 2012, questioning the BIR's assessment and the order from them to pay supposed deficiency tax. They said the BIR proceeded with the collection process even without a final decision on disputed assessment. Pacquiao questioned the BIR order from them to pay more than 3 billion cash ban or a surety ban of 4 billion. in order to stop the implementation of the BIR order against their assets. The couple then took the case to the Supreme Court. The High Court ruled in favor of Pacquiao and ordered the tax court to recompute the ban or determine if it could be waived. The CTA conducted hearings and its recent ruling. It said that it was dispensing the required cash deposits or ban. The CTA ordered the BIR to lift the warrants of distraint and garnishment issue in relation to the same FDDA and deficiency tax assessments pending the final disposition of this case. The tax court also ordered the cancellation of the tax lien that the BIR issued on the Pacquiao couple's properties in 2015. The BIR issued the tax lien to prevent the couple from selling or disposing of their properties until the supposed tax liability is paid.
We, the researchers, conducted a case study regarding the case of Manny Pacquiao, and this case study was successfully made. That's why we are recommending this case study to those, first for the students. We recommend this to all students, especially to those who are undertaking the subject of income taxation, for them to be familiarized on how our taxes helping our nation, especially in repairing roads, providing free medical missions, or scholarships to several schools. Even elementary and high school students can acquire benefits from our case study, not just the idea of tax, but also about the paying tax consistently. Next would be the teachers or professors. We also recommend this case study to those professors and teachers who are teaching income taxation or some subjects regarding tax. They can acquire some information about the importance of paying the right amount of tax, as well as how we can be a good taxpayers. They can also use this as an example or guide on how to conduct a case study. Last would be the taxpayers. We highly recommend this one to those taxpayers. Obviously, they are the taxpayers and they should know on how to pay the tax on time, and for them to get an idea about how their taxes processed. This case study can also be recommended to all, since we are all citizens here in the Philippines and we are required to pay our taxes for the sake of our nation. For the reference, we, the researchers, conducted a case study with the help of some sources coming from Google, which are the Wikipedia, Philippine Star, Forbes, and GMA Network.